Oh, God. This is woke as I go. The closest I can come to pink without wanting to throw myself out. How you doing, everybody? The Mets support group is here. Hey, Dante. Great name. I wanted to name my son Dante. I used to, with his mom in the late 80s, I used to watch the late games because I gambled my ass off back then. And Dante Bichette was with the Angels at the time. And I loved the name. Now I hate his son. Boy, does things come around, huh? Emanuele, how are you? Semyon, he has really regressed defensively, and that's age. That's playing every day. That's what that is. I really believe if he wasn't playing every day, he'd be sharper defensively. That's what happens. He's one down. That's why he was so much better in the beginning of the season when he was fresh. Semyon needs a blow. Or some blow. If it were the 80s. Look, Mania was Mania. When you throw 92 and 93, you can't miss. They're not going to square up a 95 or 96. They'll probably foul it off. 92, it's still going. Oh, yeah, Emmanuel William, how are you? Brooklyn, how you doing? Look, I decided that for this, first of all, I can't keep on screaming because I'm going to need vocal cord surgery, and then I won't be able to even enjoy hating them. But I will tell you this much. And I've gotten some things out of this game, a very telling game. Brazoban should be your ace. Even if he only gives you 2 innings, at least we'd have someone that can get someone out in the first inning. When your 2 best players are Benj and Ewing with a $370 million payroll, there's a big problem. Lindor, you couldn't have scripted it better. The first ground ball to me boots. You couldn't have scripted it better. I have Captain Morgan spiced rum in this coffee. I truly do. I went old school here. Old school meaning I had to do things to try to change my feeling on this team because I'm this close from saying screw this, not do this anymore, and not watch the Mets for the summer. This cup was about a set of 4 or 6 of them. Had a next door neighbor when I bought this house about 13 years ago, and named Walter. He was 90. He was about 88 when I met him. He died about 6 years ago. Wonderful guy. He was on the Son of Sam police committee. Yeah, he didn't arrest him, but he was with this guy, John Clark, the late John Clark, who, funny thing, when I moved to Queens in 1990, when I had gotten married, I was from Brooklyn my whole life. I moved into a private house. The second floor, well, the third floor, the second floor was the landlord. Third floor was John Clark and his girlfriend at the time, Marilyn. They weren't married. They ended up getting married. He was in his mid-40s. He was on the Son of Sam case. And many years later, when I meet Walter, Walter was on the Son of Sam case. And he knew John Clark. And he said that when John Clark was hammered, he'd take out the photo album. I killed this guy. I killed this. So why do I say this? Because Walter was a diehard Yankee fan. And his daughter, his wife died a couple of years before he did. Wonderful woman, Marie. And the daughter, when she closed the house and all that, she asked, she knew that we took care of them kind of toward the end, if we wanted anything. I wanted the cups that I used to sit and watch games with and watch movies with him. And she gave me them. So, Walter, you're really putting the hex on me, you Yankee fan. And I realized a couple of things tonight. I realized that it is good one. I realized that sometimes you go on a date. I'm speaking metaphorically now, like this, people. I'm a licensed life and health coach. You go on a date, you have a wonderful time. The ambiance is perfect. You look great. She looks great. The weather's perfect. She loves you to death, never calls you again, and won't see you again. You would have sworn that she would have accepted a marriage proposal. That's how well that date went. What happened? It was New Year's Eve, metaphorically. You're supposed to have a great time. You're on a date. The band was great. The food was great. Everything was great. And she thought you were great until she realized you're okay. Nice guy, but not what she's looking for. That is what you're looking at this season. You're looking at a team that no matter what they do, something is not going to go right. Now, why does that happen? I'm a fan 54 years, a real fan, where I followed the players by the time I was 11. Who knows? Why in 1986 did a ball that if you hit that ball 1,000 times to Bill Buckner, and that ball was probably hit 90 miles an hour, 85 miles an hour. If you would have hit that ball 100 miles an hour 1,000 times, he wouldn't have booted that ball. It wouldn't have got under his legs. 2 out, no one on in Houston. 2 out, no one on against the Red Sox. Sometimes it's your day. The guy that hits the lotto. Pretty good chance that was his day, huh? And sometimes it's not. You can equate that to a season. And this just isn't the Mets season. I really do believe, I really did believe that the Mets could never lose 12 straight again. That was just such a misnomer. You know what? I don't believe that anymore. I certainly believe 12 is hard to do. I think they could reel off 7 like you could reel off a win. I really do. 7 losses, that is. Everything is going wrong for this team. They come to the ballpark knowing they're not going to score a lot of runs. They come to the ballpark knowing it's not their year. They come to the ballpark knowing that the fans are disgusted. They're waiting to get booed. And the funny thing is, now that there's no pressure on Vientos, he's hitting home runs. Now that there's no pressure on Alvarez, he's hitting home runs. And this is the problem with Vientos. Vientos, in games like this, will hit 2 or 3 homers inside of 5 or 6 games. And Mendy will say, well, he's getting going. That's why we want him around. Hey, John, how are you, man? No, John, they can get prospects. They certainly can. Unless Peralta comes up lame his next start and can't pitch anymore. You're always going to have a pitching coach that is going to tell the GM, look, he's in a bad situation. His peripherals are okay. He's not having his greatest season, but his ERA was around 3.8 to 4 before this last start. That start's an aberration. He's probably never going to do that again in his career. 2 innings. Hey, Mets. Seth. He's never going to do that again. 10 runs in 2 2/3. It's not going to happen again. That is the game that will ruin your season ERA, certainly. But I think that there is plenty left in the tank. You have to remember, anybody that goes after Freddie Peralta has an ace. They need him as a number 3 or number 4. Freddie Peralta might come out of the bullpen in the playoffs. If Freddie Peralta went to the Dodgers, he's coming out of the bullpen. He matches up well with the Padres. Maybe he could pry one of those relievers away from them. All he has to do is throw 5 there. John, for a team that is really with the belief that they can really win this year, you can get something for them. I'm not saying you're not going to get the return. You're not going to get Sprout or Williams, but you're going to get a top. I wouldn't trade him for anything less than a top 5. I'd have to get a top 5 guy in your organization who's almost major league ready. You'll certainly get more than a 4th-round draft choice, which you'll get next year. You're penalized because of the cap. You'll certainly outdo that. You'll get someone's top 10. You won't get a number 1. If he had 2 years of control, you'd probably get a number 2 and a number 4 in someone's organization. You would have got Jet Williams and Sprout. Oh, it depends, John. Never say never. It depends. Look what the Mets gave up for Rodgers last year. Who do you have left? Skubal. No one's trading 7 players for Skubal. Okay? Zach Gallen stinks. Peralta doesn't stink. He just hasn't been great this year. He doesn't stink. He hasn't been consistent. He's still a strikeout an inning guy, less than a hit an inning guy, and he just blew up. But you'll definitely get something for him. It depends how desperate. There are teams now. If the Cubs lose their number 2 starter and they believe they can win it, or the Brewers lose their number 2 starter, if King goes down for San Diego, then you're going to trade for him. And you're almost happy because you know his value has gone down. He can't get 8 years at $30 million a year now. And we're losing 5-4 now, right? You can never get he'll probably get 6 or 25 million with an option. A limited no trade clause after 2 years, probably. Let me give Seth the link here, Seth. But, you could definitely get something for him. Absolutely. Teams get very, very anxious. Trade deadline time when pitchers go down. And there are some teams that a team like Oakland could love Freddie Peralta. Right? Do they call themselves Oakland? I don't even know. Even that's screwed up. Politically correct. I don't even know what they call them anymore. I can't even talk about a baseball team because I don't know what they're named. But I think that Peralta, you could definitely get something for. You could definitely get something for Weaver. Absolutely. Here's my buddy Seth. How are you, my friend?
I am so fucking sick of these 2 criminals named David Stearns and Carlos Mendoza.
I know.
How much longer do we have to suffer with these 2, with a narcissistic, asshole, Homelander-esque cunt and a brain-dead cunt?
I know. It's terrible.
Look, if we're getting rid of Mendoza at the end of the season, fine. The contract's up and they're not going to extend him. Cohen has to rip the rose-tinted sunglasses off and really get pissed at Stearns for this shit.
Well, Seth, like I said, I'm not turning my back to you. I'm just watching this while I'm talking to you. Like I said, there comes a time, David Cohen, if he's a stockbroker, is an
Steve Cohen.
ROI guy. He's an a return on investment. That's what his whole life has been. And his return on investment here, you weigh it with wins, is nothing. Now they're losing 6-4. Now, do you agree that Marcus Simeon seems to have kind of worn down a bit, and that's why the errors? A little tired?
Yes. I mean, why not just, I don't know, give Simeon a fucking day off and move Benny to second?
I think you're gonna see Ewing. And I think when Tyrone Taylor comes back, you're gonna see Ewing at second a little. That's what I think. Ewing can play second.
Well, can't Beatty also play second?
Yeah, I think they'd rather Ewing at second because of the speed factor, and he's probably a little better defensively. But this is, I tell you, Ewing. You know what? Ewing's really impressing me.
Yeah, maybe keep him around for next season, and maybe Benj.
I just think that. Do you agree with John? John said that he doesn't think you can get a top 5 in someone's organization for Peralta. Let's say Peralta for the next 5 starts gives you a 3.7 ERA and is Freddie Peralta. I believe it depends now. If a pitcher goes down on someone's staff, then of course you can hold them up.
But I'm just saying at this point, when is Cohen going to realize, oh shit, this guy is killing my franchise. I got to get rid of him.
I think it's coming. I honestly believe that the Stearns firing, I think Stearns is going to be blamed more than Mendoza for this. Because look, I don't care how bad Mendoza is. If Mendoza was managing the Los Angeles Dodgers right now,
minute bit competent, he'd be leading the Dodgers to the pennant.
Well, put it this way, really, how many games do you think Mendoza's lost for the Mets this year? 3? Really, if you think about it, 3 maybe?
I'd say about 20.
No. The injuries have lost them. Well, let me ask you a question. 11 games under 500, Seth. If Lindor and Soto weren't injured, Holmes never got injured, and
I honestly don't think anything would have changed all that much.
I think there'd be 2 or 3. Well, I will tell you this much. No matter who's playing, I believe if the Mets had Terry Francona, they'd be 3 games under 500 now. He's worth 7 games.
Thing is, how much sooner is it until Tito gets ousted from Cincy? And even if he does, and Stern sticks around for next season after Mendoza gets fired, Tito is not going to put up with him.
I know. What is Epstein's position right now?
Theo?
Is Epstein with Boston still?
Let me see.
See, I don't know if you could offer him part of the casino. I know he wanted part of the baseball team, but at this point,
part owner of the group that owns the Red Sox.
Okay, so it would be a conflict of interest. Then he couldn't do that.
He's also a senior advisor.
William, do I trust Stearns? I trust Stearns as much as anyone else right now. I don't think there's anybody else in the organization that knows the minor leagues better than Stearns. I think Stearns knows the minor league players. I don't question that.
But when it comes to the major leagues, he's shit.
I just don't think that Seth, I can't imagine that they haven't inquired about a general manager. There's probably no one out there. Look, they might have offered it to Beltran. Beltran might have said no. He might have said, I'm not ready this year.
Considering how when he got the manager job initially, they threw him under the bus.
Well, I don't think they couldn't be blamed for that. But you know what? It was a PR nightmare. But he might say, look, next year, I have the Hall of Fame coming this summer. I'm going to have to take a week out of my schedule and leave the team. I'm going to be with my family. We were going away. He might have a trip planned, and he might say, look, next year, fine. I'm not ready this year. I think Cora, we don't know if they contacted Cora. They might have contacted Cora, and Cora said, I don't want to come back in the middle of next year. I think Cora's waiting to see if Roberts retires from LA.
Because he wants the Dodgers job.
Of course. I commute every day from here to go and take the Dodgers job. Yeah, of course he'd want the Dodgers job. Do you think he'd take the Met job?
Until Stearns is gone, no.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think anyone is going to be happy. 6'4"?
I mean, the only way we get rid of Stearns at this point is if he dies.
Well, we don't wish that. I don't wish anybody to die. If he dies, he doesn't know he got fired. I'd rather him have the pain of getting fired. But
I prefer
this team.
And get a smoldering pain and a slow death.
Now, let me ask you a couple of questions. I'm going to interview you here.
Shoot.
We joke around. I know you like that. We joke around about the politics. How much do you think the politics really had to do with this? Or do you think it's just an overall systemic mess, this thing?
About 60-40.
You do believe that?
I mean, think about it. For years, this team has had to suck up to whoever's got the brass ring on the political end. And they're still diluting the thing into the left wing. Why not? What?
No, I just said hello to Bayonet.
Oh. I mean, and for years, it's been predominantly the left wing in New York because of the bunch of shit that infiltrated after Rudy stepped down.
Yeah. No, this is I never believed.
I mean, when you look at the Yankees, have they ever had to suck up to whoever's at the top of the political food chain? No. Their relation with Rudy was organic.
Right. Right.
Via George to him. And the fact that Rudy is a lifelong Yankee fan and has season tickets.
Yeah. You know, I believe in the politics of. I don't believe in the Mamdani hug Mr. Met. Look, and the Knicks won the after 53 years won the championship with Mamdani in. So if you're going to blame him for this, you got to give him credit for that. So I'm not foolish enough to
more
think
the
that
credit for the latter, or some would say, belongs to Danhausen.
I just think that.
I mean,
this is what I don't want.
Danhausen tried to uncurse the Mets, but the problem is that only works if he cast the curse in the first place. And on the Mets, he didn't do that, so it didn't work.
Now, tell me also if I'm reading into this. I think that players are having way too much fun at the Mets' expense. Pete Crow Armstrong, you would think he hit a 700-foot home run the way he was doing this after it went over Bichette's head. Like, come on. It looks like everyone loves beating the Mets.
Because we were destroyed from the inside by a narcissistic, skin-flinted cunt.
Is this true? The Yankees stopped singing God Bless America? Well, New York most of the New Yorkers hate America. They hate America.
Trust me, George were still alive, he would put the team under the gun for that.
Absolutely.
If George Steinbrenner were still alive, he would put the entire front office of the Yankees, including his own son,
look at that shot. Woo. Bichette.
6'5".
Yeah.
As I was saying, if George Steinbrenner were still alive, he would, for that decision, he would put every one of the front office for the Yankees, including his own son, under the gun for that.
I agree. You see, this is what I don't get, Brooklyn. If there's freedom of speech, why is it a problem if I want to hear God Bless America? Why is it a problem if I want to wear any political hat?
And
even the not popular. That's freedom of speech, isn't it?
Yeah. And YouTube, why is it you're basically giving me a payment impediment, even though I don't have the watch hours or subs to get paid yet anyway, by saying that content on a good chunk of my videos is too sensitive? So what if I want to speak the truth? Better an uncomfortable truth than a cozy lie.
It's the cursing.
Well,
It's the cursing. There are buzzwords. I curse all the time on here. That C word. What happened is you're in the algorithm for that now. They watch your casts for that. They watch that word for you.
fine.
But you know what we have to do? We have to stream you on here and have all my guys. I think I just hit 8,700 subscribers. We have to do a night where I just drop your link in here and everyone subscribed, so we get you. You don't have what is it? The hours or the 1,000 subscribers? What do you need?
Both.
So we'll get you. We'll get you there. No, Brooklyn, I know. Yeah, you have to follow employers' rules. I know, but you know what? It's just I'm sick of hearing freedom of speech. There's no freedom of speech. There's no freedom of speech. If I don't say what they like in New York, they ask me to leave Starbucks because I question all the flags they have up. That's not freedom of speech.
Base hit by the ape.
I'll tell you what, Semyon was a really good ball player at one time.
Yeah.
He's a good player. As recently as 2 years ago, he was a good player.
3.
Well, he had a good year. Oh, he was hurt, right? 2 years ago?
More or less. I meant when you said good player 2 years ago, I was thinking 3 years ago when he along
MVP.
with other players with Texas won it all.
The defensive problems that he's having is definitely because he plays every day. He's played like almost every day. That's what it is, Seth. That he's tired.
He's not a Jeff McNeil. And instead of giving him a night off, Mendoza, being the brain dead twit that he is, continues to double down on this shit.
That's a great point you made about doubling down, because that's what I don't think Cohen's going to do. He waited. Listen, I don't think Stearns can blame Cohen and say, "Oh, you didn't give me a chance here." He was more than fair with him. He was more than fair. He can't blame him if he gets fired now. But look, I don't think Stearns should get fired. I think Stearns is probably an excellent president of baseball operations. I think he's probably excellent at that. I don't want him anywhere near this roster. I don't want him making decisions. I don't even want him at the winter meetings. He's not signing the checks. Let Cohen go. Let him handle the Cyclones and all the minor league affiliates and all the advertising. That's fine. All the HR, that is fine. Really? You know, Will, though, I'll tell you, these guys, there are a lot of pitching coaches are going to say they're stuck in a bad situation. And once they leave the Mets, they'll be fine. You'll get a lot of that. Because you know what? As long as your arm's not falling off, if you're a lefty, you can get a job. Look at the Mets having that's proven. What?
And in most cases with this team, that's true.
Brazoban still has 5 options. Brazoban's the guy you want to trade. You know he makes $1 million a year? And you still have 5 options with him. Can you imagine? Anybody would take Brazoban. The only thing is, at 37, you don't know if April he's going to be as good as he was in October. 4 months, 5 months is big when you're 37. No, they'll be able to trade Raley. Raley will go to the Cubs.
I wouldn't be too shocked if he actually went to the Pirates.
Pirates. I don't think the Pirates are going to be in it by then. I think that.
How about shipping him out to St. Louis?
St. Louis. I was just going to say St. Louis. I could see Freddie Peralta going to St. Louis.
I mean, we sent Stanek to St. Louis.
He'd replace Mikolas. I think Freddie Peralta would do well in St. Louis. I think the perfect spot for him is to go back to Milwaukee. I'm sure they would open arms.
I would rather have.
Don't you think they'd want him back?
I'd rather have a freaking. Don't know. But at this point, I'd rather have a freaking hunk of Musaka on that mound for this team.
I know. No, it's very disheartening.
It's aggravating.
Imanaga. Boy, he wasn't what they thought he'd be either. Luke Weaver, 2.25 ERA. I don't think he's given up a run in 21 appearances, Seth.
Don't jinx it, Vinny.
Look at the year he's having.
I'm
And
just saying.
everybody beat Stearns up for this move.
I'm just saying.
This was a good move.
I'm just saying, don't jinx it.
And Holmes, how would you rate Holmes this year? I don't think he's been a disaster, do you?
No, I mean, not the worst pick.
Right.
By Stearns, but I just was confused and a bit upset as why you take a decade bullpen arm and try to turn him into a starter.
Yeah, right. Oh, can you imagine Devin Williams being a starter?
No, we tried that with Edwin Diaz during COVID. Look how that turned out.
Edwin Diaz. Is he coming back this year at all?
Maybe towards the end of the year in the postseason. I don't know. But I know he's missing at least half the year.
Yeah. You know what's interesting?
That's about all I know about the situation with him in LA.
Jared Young had the same operation as Alvarez. Alvarez came back in 3 weeks.
I swear Alvy Rehabs does a self-use rehab program.
I'll tell you something about Alvarez. As much as I get very angry at him, he comes to play and he wants to play. He does want to play. He's come back from hand injuries and
leg injuries.
Yeah, he wants to play. He's a gamer, Alvarez. He certainly is.
With round 2 of the if there's one other person I want to strangle, it's Leon Rose.
Who's Leon Rose?
GM of the Knicks.
Why?
Well, I understand the way he's done the draft has helped get the Knicks a ring. My complaint with him is trading away draft capital year after year after year like it's candy. And instead of just clinging to first-round draft capital especially, he doubles down on trading back. And I'm getting sick of it.
Do you want to know why he does that? I'll give you the answer. You want the answer?
Sure, why not?
Because the Knicks have a 2 or 3 year window, and they're not going to start bringing along young guys. The Knicks only have a 3-year window. And you're not going to start bringing up young guys and working them into the lineup.
And this is what? His 7th year with the team coming up?
I don't know.
At least I assume it's his 7th.
Now, here's an interesting... Do you think you can get more for Holmes than Peralta if Holmes comes back healthy?
Probably. And Bregman gets walked.
Holmes is going to start throwing. Holmes will need 3 to 4 weeks. Holmes might get his first start. They're going to try to start Holmes before the trade deadline to show everyone he's healthy if they're going to try to trade him. I think I'd keep Holmes, honestly.
But my point is with Rose, just keep the damn pick, you cue-balled twit. I mean, if him and I ended up dead right now, we'd both be in Hell Sports Circle. Me for being a hoarder and him being a waster.
You for being a what? A whore?
Hoarder.
I know. I was going to say a male whore. That's not so bad. What do you mean? You're a hoarder? Are you a hoarder?
Somewhat.
Yeah, it looks very neat behind you.
No, I mean, with some of the other stuff. My dad was notorious for hoarding crap he didn't need.
Okay.
Saying he was going to get rid of it in a yard sale, and instead he doubled down on keeping it. Now
he kept it in the yard.
No, he kept it in the garage in his home, in his secondary home, and now he doesn't have much left in the nursing home, but still, most of the crap he left on Mom and I. I mean, he left on Mom and I.
How old's Dad, Seth?
73, going on 74, and he's
Mets fan?
No, Yankee fan. But he's going into stage 3 of Alzheimer's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Oh,
the
that
sad
must have
thing,
been a fun house. You with your Mets and him with the Yankees. Oh my goodness.
not really. He was a workaholic.
Oh, was he? I'm sorry
Yeah.
about the Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is rough.
He worked as a Mack truck salesman.
Okay.
But anyway, around 2017, he got the diagnosis, but instead of admitting to it, he doubled down stubbornly, thinking he didn't have a problem. And then when it wasn't until around COVID that my mom found out, when my brother called her asking him for help on his on my dad's tax records because he hadn't paid them. And that's when she got a hold of his medical records and found out he had Alzheimer's. I mean, he tried for another 2 years to maintain his job, but he got fired. Then he got forced to move to the house next door where my mom and I live. And then 2 years after that, we shipped him off to a nursing home, and he's been stuck in there since.
No. But does he have his good days?
I don't really go to see him because let's just say there's too much of a chip on my shoulder with him. Mom will go
Okay.
see him, and according to him,
And he dropped the ball again, Simeon. Can you believe this?
this damn dim-witted ape.
Simeon's tired. You could tell. He's tired. You got to sit him.
But yeah, Mendoza's not going to.
No, I think after this performance, you might have to. Look at this. He just
Only
yeah.
saving grace is that the ball was still close enough to him where they weren't going to move up more than a base.
Seth, he's aged in the last week before our eyes. Simeon looks like he's aged 5
But
years
that's the
ago.
consequence of stubbornly sticking to one guy in a spot. I mean, when Bichette was playing third, I was so frustrated. Move him to short where he's more comfortable, damn it.
He did an okay job at short, Bichette, this year.
At this point, get that dumb ape off the field. You've gassed him out. You've overtaxed him. Shut him down for a few days.
Yeah, he definitely looks tired, Simeon.
But how many days do you sit him?
Nice play. Very nice.
So how many days do you sit him?
See, that's the play Lindor makes that Bichette can't make, that quick turn to second.
But answer me, how long do you sit him if you have to sit him?
I wait until I probably wait until you have an off day and give him 2 days. Or DH him. Maybe you DH him one game.
And when's the next off day for the Mets? Because they got 3 coming up with Philly. And then what? Is it a travel day to Toronto? Or do they have to play those 3 in Toronto and then it's a travel day to Atlanta?
I don't know.
Take a look. Or heck, if you can find them, get Jose Iglesias back from San Diego.
I know. That would be interesting.
Because when you think about it, Stearns is also a damn anti-fun cop. Know what I mean?
I didn't hear you. You froze up.
Stearns is also a no-fun cop.
A no fun cop? Why is that?
Why else would you let Iglesias walk? Okay. They leave late Sunday afternoon in Toronto.
Well, he was right, though.
And then
He was
they
right.
get an off day on the travel.
Iglesias was done. He had 170 after that. But you know what? Simeon's hitting 200, and you think he's a good clubhouse guy. Put him in the clubhouse. You know what? Let him play once a week. See, this was a nice play by Lindor. See, that's the play, that quick turn that Bichette can't make it short.
Mets next off day is next Thursday. Travel day to Atlanta.
Can you believe we're halfway through the season? I haven't gone to one Met game yet.
I actually can.
I won't go. There's no reason for me to go.
Until
Spend
Stearns and
$50
Mendoza
to
are
park the
gone.
car. Ridiculous.
And you also won't go until Stearns and Mendoza are gone too, right?
I won't. I won't. I definitely won't.
Might as well start going to Yankee games, I guess.
This
Or are
is
they
just
even worse? Or are they even worse in terms of price tags?
about the same. Do you follow horse racing?
No. I've been to the Derby Museum though.
Aqueduct is closing. Sunday's the last day. Hey, Mitch, the last day of live racing because they redid Belmont. They're going to move to Belmont. We got a crew of guys going down there. You had to pay on the internet $5, and they're giving you a little thimble with dirt from the track. So I have a bunch of friends that are horse fans.
Well, like I said, I'm not big on horse racing, but I've been to the Museum of the Derby and to the Churchill Downs track.
Oh, Churchill Downs is beautiful.
That was the only time I've ever been in Kentucky.
I went to Churchill Downs 1983 Kentucky Derby.
Did you go for
That might be a triple.
Did you do the Triple Crown?
No. This Ewing is playing well, huh?
It's just going to be a double.
It is.
Where's the last one? The Preakness. Where is that? Baltimore?
Used to be Pimlico. No, it wasn't the Preakness. Well, wait. Belmont Stakes was held in Saratoga this year. It used to be in Pimlico. Now the Belmont Stakes, I think I know they do the Breeders' Cup in Santa Anita, I think.
Oh. And we all know the Derby's always in Louisville.
Yes. That's a beautiful track.
The only reason we went there is because my little sister at the time was doing show equestrian, not racing equestrian. She's too tall. She's too tall for racing equestrian.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How tall are you?
About 6 foot. My little sister's about 5'7", 5'8".
Wow.
But I'm just saying, she was too tall for, you know how racing jockeys are basically around less than 5 feet?
5 foot, yeah.
She's too tall to be a racing jockey. Well, I heard one. Well, I found out last night somebody passed away in the Knicks fan community.
In the what?
In the Knicks fans community.
What, someone on the YouTube that you know?
Smoking Nick?
I don't know. Do you go into a lot of communities, Seth?
Some of them.
You hang out into any Mets, talking baseball, talking
we
Mets?
We gotta believe, guys, but they haven't let me come on the show in over a year.
Who's that?
We Gotta Believe podcast, but they haven't let me come on the show in over a year.
You ever watch Talking with Rob?
Yeah, but I've never been able to get in contact with him.
Rob's nice. I spoke to him on the internet, on the email. Nice guy.
I'm guessing like Wardy, he's not willing to talk about the political backlash in the locker room, is he?
Wardy can't.
Well, I mean, Rob could, but he just doesn't, right?
Wardy might be woke. Wardy's a kid. Wardy might be woke.
I was talking about Rob, not Wardy.
Rob, I think Rob's pretty straight with that politically. No, well, Wardy, I can understand. He can't get involved. Rob, I think Rob's pretty fair. I think he'd answer a question.
So, do you think he'd be aware of what we talk about on here, what I've talked about occasionally that's got me backlash?
I don't think anybody. Well, you know what, though? If someone let me on, I would be respectful. I wouldn't talk about this stuff. I certainly wouldn't. I would respect their channel. I wouldn't do that. But, these guys are younger guys that have aspirations of working in this field. I'm 64 years old. I'm not getting a job in this. Wardy wants to work for the Mets and be on SNY one day, which he is. I don't blame him. He can't get involved in that. I think Wardy's a good kid.
Just at times he can be a poor judge of character.
Yeah, but he's a kid. He's 23. Yeah, Mets cast. Hey, Jeff. Yes, Mets cast is excellent.
I mean, till Mets do his part is basically kick me off for talking about that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll make statements in the comments. Like, I'll say something like, they went woke. They care too much about a pride flag and not much about a coach
Or a game. I mean, say what you will about Yankee fans, and they may be a bit obnoxious flaunting 27, but at least they're saying to the woke, enough is enough. Right?
Yeah. Jeff Wardy has to toe the company line. I don't blame him. He wants to have a career in this. I don't blame him. Anybody that wants to have a career in this has to toe the company line. I don't have to.
I mean, even in football, there are teams taking a stand against Pride Month crap. I mean, you want to know which teams said no to it this year?
Who?
Dallas Cowboys, Pittsburgh Steelers, Kansas City Chiefs, Las Vegas Raiders, Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, Tennessee
Los
Titans,
Angeles Raiders in LA said no?
Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, okay. Wow.
New Orleans Saints, Tennessee Titans, and believe it or not, the New York Jets.
Hi, Al. How are you? Listen,
I
you know
find
what
it
the problem
ironic.
is, Al? Al, the problem is every 30-year-old kid now, if you're in New York, you're a socialist. They're teaching it in college.
I find it rather ironic, Vinny. I live in what some call the heart of the Bible Belt states in North Carolina, and yet the Panthers chose to go bend the knee to this Pride Night crap. Double play ball.
Nah, I'll beat it out.
Not force out, I get. Force out.
Who's up, Lindor?
Yes.
Be a nice moment, huh, to get back in the lineup?
You know he's going to choke.
Listen, can I tell you something though, Al? I'm very honest. My channel, I had a benefactor that gave me $50 a show, and he was a Republican. And you know what I said? I lost it. I said, "Oh, please, the Republicans are all pro-life too, till the Gumad gets pregnant. See if that guy's pro-life when he's going to lose his family." I lost the sponsor.
In my case, I would have said, "Oh, please. Many of you Republicans are feckless rhinos who will bend the knee to whatever the BS the left, and there's the force out that ends the inning. Told you he'd screw it up."
Politics. The thing with politics, this is the problem I have, and then we'll get away from the politics so they don't take me down. I have MSNBC on here. For some reason, I come up MSNBC. All they talk about is Donald Trump looks sick, this, that, and the other thing. I never once saw Joe Biden is looking for dead people in the crowd. Joe Biden can't finish a sentence. Joe Biden's wandering. How come they never bothered to tell me that? It's always one-sided. So you can't tell me that you love democracy when you don't love democracy because you try to shut me up.
That was Obama's doing when he signed that act that basically did away with honest journalism.
Hey, Ray. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you know something? I used to debate. I went to NYU, Stern School of Business, graduate school. I used to debate. And I debated someone from Queens College, and I beat him. And you could use these. These were mine. He said, well, it doesn't matter that Joe Biden, if he had good people around him, it didn't matter if he was running the country, as long as he had good people around him. I said, let me ask you a question. If I'm your stockbroker and you give me your retirement fund to run because you're entrusting me, and I just say, I'm going to give it to someone else, and I tell you 2 years later, oh, I haven't been handled, I gave it to someone. You say, oh, Vin, I gave that to you to handle. You entrusted me. You voted for Biden. You didn't vote for people you don't know around him. And this was how I won the debate with them, where his own people said, "No, he got you, Professor." If Kamala Harris runs, right, which she ran, if Oprah was so afraid of we're losing democracy because of Trump, and Sharpton was so afraid, and Beyonce was so afraid, I got one question for you. Why did they charge her to say it? Because they all charged her millions to go up there during her rally to say it. If you really thought that democracy was in peril, why did you charge her to say it? Why did you have to get paid to say it? Because you're full of shit. You knew it wasn't. That's like Seth telling me, Vin, my sister was diagnosed with bipolar. And, I know you have bipolar. Would you mind talking to her? And I say, yeah, sure, Seth, 500. You'd say, Vinny don't give a shit. If they were so worried about democracy, why did they charge her to say it? Because they weren't. I nailed this guy. The guy was like, college professor. I beat him. His own people said, Professor, he kind of got you there. Well, what they will tell you is that Donald Trump is evil, that Joe Biden wasn't an evil guy. And look, I don't know. Hey, Gerald, how are you?
I'll just say it like this.
No, I'd hold on to it. What are they going to give you? On $100 bet, 135, 120? I'd hold it. What happened here? Another error?
No, just stuck in his pocket.
I will tell you this much, Ray. Ray, when I heard that Biden had cancer, I was very upset. I was. I don't root for that man to be sick. I was upset with that. I don't like anybody to be sick.
In my case, I was like, whatever. It's possibly another cover-up to hide his dementia diagnosis.
Well,
and the fact that they waited until that debate to admit, yes, he's got dementia is sickening. You knew for years that he had it, and yet you went out of your way to cover it up.
Michael, how are you? Yeah, well, Lindor's not ready. Lindor wasn't ready to come back. Wow, is that close? Look at that. Wow. This is putrid if they lose this game. It really is.
How much? This doesn't get Mendoza fired. I don't know what does.
It's not going to.
Well, at this point, I would rather have both of them held hostage somewhere, and basically tie them down and say, leave the organization, or I'm going to pop you. But in truth, the gun I'm using isn't even a loaded bullet gun. It's a water pistol that I'm going to shoot in their trousers, or just shoot them in the face while they're pissing their pants.
Michael, Semion's tired. That's what you could tell. He's tired. I guarantee you that Semyon will get a day off within the next couple. They see it. He's dead tired. He's 35 years old. He's playing every day. And it's grueling also when you're losing. He's dead tired. That's tired, those errors. Oh, I believe that it's like wrestling. I believe it's like wrestling politics. Obama's laughing with Trump. They're all full of shit. I think there are some that don't like each other. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's some people that don't like each other. But, yeah. They're making all the money and they're laughing at us. The Mets have 4 errors today.
I thought they had 5 between the 2 games.
What a play. And he drops the ball. And there's your 5th error. Holy shit. This is terrible.
And it's now 7-5.
And that was Vientos. You know, Seth, I'm going to say something here, and I know it sounds ridiculous. And you can answer me.
Go ahead.
You got to fire him after this, don't you? Honestly,
Yes.
you have to fire him now. Now it's kind of ridiculous. You can't keep it. You look like you're throwing the team now. You got to fire him. How do you? This team just doesn't want to play.
And it's now about to be 8-5, or maybe even 9. Or no, wait, this.
You really, Vientos. Why is Vientos playing?
Because you used up Young in the first end.
You got to bring up Clifford. I'd rather see Clifford strike out every at bat than see this guy.
And Stearns will say, when Cohen has had enough, I've made every sacrifice for this team, and nobody is grateful.
Look,
and yet,
they're running. Look at this. How disgusting is this? They're stealing bases. You know what? Someone's got to get hit in the fucking head. This isn't right. They're making fools of the Mets now. You really got to start throwing at people now.
It's the 2017 season all over again.
This is worse. Crow Armstrong's trying to stick it to the Mets every time he's on base.
Well, considering the Wilpons sent him to Chicago out of spite, can you blame him?
Guys are stealing bases up by 3 runs. Oh,
2.
I guess the 3 runs. That's not.
It's 2 at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah. I guess you still steal. I'm getting annoyed at him too. He needs one right in the fucking head. He's a cocky little cocksucker. That's probably why they traded him. Melendez. We got to see the same, or the same Melendez. I don't want to see Melendez anymore. Why isn't Morabito playing?
I think they sent him back down.
Well, why don't they just bring him up and play him? Melendez is hitting 180.
Orbito's hitting 0.
He is cocky, Michael. You got to wipe that smile off that little cocksucker's face.
Why not somebody just pay Danhausen off to curse all the Mets opponents?
Hey, Duffy. You're right. They traded him for Baez, right?
Yeah. How about you just pay off Danhausen to curse all the Mets opponents from here on out? Since uncursing the team itself didn't work. Am I right?
I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Why not just pay Danhausen off with a cameo to curse every team that the Mets play from here on out? I mean, if it worked for the Knicks, it worked for the Hurricanes. Means uncursing the Mets didn't work, so why not just have him curse their opponents?
You got to do something. There's got to be something they can do.
I'm just saying, at this point, you may want to call up Danhausen and ask him to curse all the Mets opponents from here on out. Since uncursing them didn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Because, again, that curse wasn't even his to place on the Mets. That was Mondami and the political bullshit.
No, I don't believe in that bullshit.
The Mondami thing or the political BS?
The Mondami shit. I don't believe in it. Oh. Look, all they do is run.
They must have sent him back on the one where he initially had stolen the base because.
Oh no, okay. Well, no, they did, but he ran here because of this.
Oh, this was a pass ball. It wasn't a stolen base.
This will be a changeup. You got to throw a changeup to him now.
Got him with the cutter.
Yeah. You know something? No, I agree, Game. You know what the problem is here? This is the problem now. Because now that it doesn't matter, Vientos is going to finish the season with 25 homers. Alvarez is going to finish the season with 25 homers. And they're going to say, you see, we have a great young team. That's what's going to happen.
I'd say about 15. I'd say about 15 in Alvarez's case.
What does he have now?
8.
That's it? He's hit 4 in the last 2 days, hasn't he?
He's been injured a good bit of the year. Remember?
Yeah. He'll hit 20.
3 in the last 2, 3, 4 in the last 3 days.
He'll hit 20. Let's see. Alvarez has 6 or 7 home. He'll hit 18. He'll hit 10 the second half. And Vientos has 9. 10. Vientos is going to hit 23, 24.
He's got 10.
Ray Knight. I used to like Ray Knight. Devin Williams Jersey Day.
Yuck.
Trent Thornton. Look at this guy. Is this the 8th or the 9th? I can't see.
8th.
Oh, okay. Bo Bichette.
More like Bo bullshit.
There's a hit. Oh. His knee looked like it twisted.
Those are the fielders.
Did he hurt his knee, the right fielder?
Say
it looks like his knee gave out on him when he made that throw. Maybe not. Take a look at when he threw. It looks like his knee just turned around. Watch. Right here.
I don't have the game on.
I'm sorry. No, he's all right. They're not showing him.
At least it's not Ronald Acuna Jr. pain worth. I mean, we've seen him blow his ACLs out, right?
Yeah. 5 errors, Ray. When's the last time the Mets had 5 errors?
I guess it was like 3 years ago. Or maybe a game
Hey, Nico. Oh, I love Dave Kingman. He used to hit the bus over the bullpen.
Have you ever been to Fenway, Vinny?
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever sat on the Monster?
Yes.
Is it really a death trap?
Nah. I went in when Tiananmen Square happened in 1988. Toronto was playing Boston. Toronto was up 10-0. I left the game early and Boston get back and won. Look at that play with a third baseman. Oh, my God. He hit the ball hard, Vientos. That's Bregman. Yeah, that's why they got Bregman. This should have been one of his second. Should have been down by a run. Look at this play. What a great play.
Right?
What a play.
Why didn't we get Bregman instead of Chicago? Just pinch hit for Semien, you brain dead.
Yeah, you see, this is, I don't get this. You see how tired he looks. But I guess he's better than anybody else you're going to put up.
You could have pinch hit him for Soto
How
and then moved.
slow is Vientos? My God. He just can't run. Shit.
You could have pinch hit him with either Young or Soto. Or you could pinch run with Soto. Oh, once Semien should Semien get on base?
No, Soto's back's bothering him.
Okay, then. Well, Young's not any better on the base pads, is he? No, he's a power
He
hitter.
doesn't even get the run in. Look at this shit. My God. Oh, my God.
How long is it going to take until we can fire this brain-dead buffoon?
This is just... Well, I guess this is the guy you'd want up right now. He's the hottest hitter on the team.
Yeah, but he's also a free swinging lunatic.
Yeah. The only guy in the lineup can hit a home run. Duffy, yeah, I remember in the 70s, Kingman. Kingman had that big year, 48 homers for the Cubs. He actually hit like 280 one year or 289 or something. I remember when the wind was blowing out. Come on, hit a home run here. Still end up losing the game, but at least we'll have something to talk about. I'm going to show you something here. For those of you who are watching, and I know you are, this one's for you. Watch this home run. It's still up there, this home run. It was 50 years ago. Watch this.
High, kissing goodbye. It is gone. Oh, I thought he hit the other one high. That one's in Milwaukee.
You see that ball?
And Albie strikes out.
Of the third house.
The third house.
Across Waven Avenue. Man, oh man. Isn't that something? That is unreal. Kingman's third home run of the ball game. A standing ovation. And let me tell you, it's now 21-19.
That's 21-19. That's when games were 19-18.
Well,
Did he really, Joe? I heard he was a prick. Everyone used to.
You just missed Alvarez striking out.
Yeah, well, so I didn't miss anything. Yeah, he was unlikable. Duffy definitely was. Yeah, I'll give you some. Being that we're losing. I'll give you 2025. These are the 10 longest homers in 25. See if we see a Met here. Probably Soto, right?
Either him or Alonso.
Probably Alonso. Let's see. Ronald Acuna Jr., 468.
And Aaron Judge, same distance. Kyle Schwarber, same distance.
Ronald Acuna lifts it high and deep to left center. So long.
Wow.
A two-run bomb for the Braves right fielder to tie this game in the third.
It looked like he gave the middle finger to the Royal dugout.
Oh, 468.
He needs a fucking ball to the helmet.
But you said you wanted to see one in the waterfall. He went over the waterfall.
Such arrogant cocksuckers, these guys.
Wow. That That one's driven deep to left field.
That was opening weekend.
Woo! See ya.
He's a nice guy, Joe.
To back. 3-0 Yankees.
That was opening weekend, wasn't it?
You'll never see him show off. 115 miles an hour.
And Judge rips one out toward left center field. This one headed way back beyond the monster.
And over the
as
monster.
Aaron Judge catapults the Yankees to a 1-0 lead.
And over the monster.
One big swing at Fenway to pass Jolton Joe on the all-time Yankee home run list, number 362.
Who's Dalton Joe?
Looks like a video game.
That ball is crushed deep into the night, into the second deck.
Do you think Schwarber takes
Wow!
PEDs?
Solo home run, Kyle Schwarber. Another step closer to Ryan Howard. It's his 56th
I remember
of the
Ryan
season.
Howard's first game.
It's his second one of the
Sunday
night.
night. He hit a home run off
7-1 Bills.
Do you think Schwarber takes PEDs?
Aaron Judge. Every goddamn home run's Aaron Judge.
Vinny, does Schwarber take
2-0. Swing and a deep blast way out into left field.
I didn't hear you, Seth.
Do you think that Schwarber takes PEDs?
Might. Maybe not. He's just
Judge can't stop, won't stop. Why would he? 2-run jack in the first. 2-0 Yankees.
Stanton's hit a couple of bombs.
Unbelievable.
Doesn't matter, but I'm making U.S. money.
Oh, my goodness.
Shit.
Shohei Ohtani.
What is that?
Sayonara.
Holy crap.
Up and over the roof. A majestic blast.
That's unbelievable.
Ohtani drops jaws everywhere. And it's 4-0 Dodgers.
Wow.
That's probably would have ruined Shohei.
2 out. Devin Williams is in now.
Logan O'Hop.
And there's a rocket out to left. Logan O'Hoppe sends that one to the clubhouse. And beyond. What a blast from O'Hoppe. It's 2-0 Angels.
Wayne, that was extremely hammered. That way to go 470 feet.
Was 70.
That is 470 feet.
Holy shit.
Oh, my.
It only counts as one. Denzel Clark.
And
Riley
Riley
Green.
Green.
Big fly ball deep to left field. Denzel Clark.
Even that'll win right now.
Again, it's a
Two-run
minor league
shot for
ballpark.
Denzel, and that adds to his day.
Can't get away from the
471
But it's in a
feet
minor
worth
league
of homer.
ballpark.
Jenny, you want to talk about speed? You want to talk about power?
Park where the A's are basically going square.
That's a high fly ball. Center field. Butler can only watch it fly to the batter's eye. It's a slam for Riley Green.
Let's see if I can get
Home run.
Mike Trout.
number
Out of
2.
the stretch. 3-1. Trout swings, and that was going to go.
Wow.
He did
That
it.
looked like a
He
fucking
did
9-iron.
Number 400 for Mike Trout.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him doing this and all the bullshit.
Santa Maria.
That ball was
Another
so-
entry on the already complete Hall of Fame resume.
Here's number 1. Nick
Nick
Kurtz.
Kurtz.
493.
2-2 to center field. Benson back.
You don't even know where it is.
There she goes.
Wow.
Over the
Good
batter's
Lord.
eye.
We don't do this stuff. That's why I put it up. At least we could see something. What happened here? Home run?
Double, and I don't know.
And now he's hurt.
Minter's hurt again.
He's stretching out there.
Don't tell me he tore his leg.
Everyone's going to fake injury now. Who the fuck wants to play for the Mets? I'd make believe I'm having a heart attack at first base. Look at this. He boots the ball. Get the fuck out of here. Why is he still playing, Vientos?
And that makes 6.
Enough already. Jesus Christ already. With this motherfucker.
Let it all out, Vinny. Use every obscenity in the book.
What do they have? 7 fucking errors tonight?
6. We're at 6
And
errors.
he's smiling.
And he's
I'd
what?
run out and hit him with a fucking bat if I were Lindor. Smiling. Piece of shit. Let me tell you something. This is just a joke now. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't know how Mendoza still has a fucking job after tonight. I'm going to have to fucking take a day off from here. This is ridiculous. How does this man still have a job?
I mean, the fact that Stearns has even gone out of his way to throw fans with Fire Mendy
And
signs
he
out.
dropped the ball again.
8, 7.
All right, I've had enough of Simeon now. I've had enough of him now. Jesus Christ. You got to be well, it's a hard play, but you got to be fucking. Where's Bench? If Bench kept on going, he has that. You got to call him off.
Why do you
Mendoza
think?
looks like he's going to fucking stroke out right on TV.
Who?
Mendoza.
Well, let him have a stroke.
This is unbelievable.
Let him be robbed of all speech and movement. So we won't have to listen to any more of his loser mentality pressers. And then
They're
once
still
he's out of the way-
stealing. They're still stealing. This is a joke now.
And then once he's out of the equation, Stearns would have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide after Mendoza had a stroke. Know what I mean?
I know.
And then Cohen would have to pull the trigger on getting rid of both of them.
I would ask Mendoza, does it bother you that they're stealing bases and making a fucking fool out of your team?
He'd probably say no. We just got to be better. And that's a bull.
Yeah, we got to be better, right? That's what he'd say. We got to be better.
How about you just get out of town, you piece of crap?
No good motherfucker. Just
Where's
no good
Cartman when you
motherfucker.
need him? To basically Rochambeau Mendoza out of the job, and it's now 10-5.
This no good motherfucker Mendoza. 10-5. They gave up 70 fucking runs in 3 games here. Is this what is Swanson at 15 RBIs in 2 games? Holy shit. What does he have? 14 RBIs?
He's at 46 collectively. What do you have going in the
And they're
last
still
night?
stealing.
What do
How
you
the
have?
fuck are they stealing up like this? This is just, you know what? Someone's got to get hit in the fucking head. How do you let them make a fucking fool out of you like this?
Excessive narcissism, a dimwit, I mean, from the GM, a dimwit manager.
Stealing, you're up by 5. You keep on stealing. When do you fucking knock somebody down?
A
Throw
defeatist
it at his
mentality.
fucking head.
A defeatist mentality. Because you're too busy placating to the wrong things.
I've never seen so many steals when you're up by 5 runs. You're just sticking it up their fucking ass. You got to knock someone down.
Folks, if you want to make a drinking game have how often Vinny or I blow our stacks and using every obscenity under the sun, don't. You're going to kill your livers. Because seriously, at this point, we could make a damn drinking game out of it. Am I right?
You're right. But I don't like the stealing bases when you're up by 3, 4, 5. It's just that, you know what? They're just really rubbing it in.
I mean, a team that my nephew faced when he was in NA3HL called the Louisiana Drillers. They were like that too. A bully mentality youth hockey team who even after they got up like 3, 4, 5 goals, they would just pour it on to a point where my nephew Judah, in his final game in the NA3HL, because it's a U20 league or U21 league.
Yeah.
So he aged out, so he doesn't play it anymore. He basically went ballistic and kicked the shit out of them. I mean, picked a fight with him and got himself in the sin bin, something he didn't do that often over the season.
I just don't, I don't get it. How do you let them keep on stealing fucking bases and you don't do anything? You're right, Mike. They're just getting abused now.
And they finally got a long overdue, and then the Drillers got a long overdue comeuppance in the Fraser Cup Championship at the hands of the Grant City Lumberjacks. If you can believe that.
Well, they give up 30 runs the last 3 games?
I'm counting at least 60 runs in the last 5. In the last 6. In the last 5. 15, 6. Gave up 9 last night. 10 today.
I got to see Melendez fucking. He'll strike out here.
They've
Get the
given
fuck
up.
out of here.
They've given up 50 in the last 5.
50 runs they've given up.
I mean, let me show you these scores from this team that I talked about. Can you pull it up? Look at how badly my nephew's team got beat because these guys are militant thugs on the ice. Click it right. Click. First game in their playoff series, 13-0. Second game, 15-0.
Wow.
I mean, true. My nephew's coach was a nepotistic halfwit who would play his son or his nephew's line more often than not instead of his line. So he basically shortchanged the team with a top-heavy rotation. Because my nephew was either third line or checking line. I don't remember which one it was. But it was because of that the team barely snuck into the playoffs this past season.
I just got a text. Swanson has 15 RBIs in this series. He had 31 the entire season.
And the team was, and you know what the team's goal differential, my nephew's team goal differential was? And how they snuck into the playoffs? You want to know what it was?
What?
-203.
Wow. Well, this is going to be we're going to destroy this tonight. This is the wokest color I have. We're going to rip this fucking thing to shreds tonight. This is what I think of this fucking motherfucking team. Well, fucking just can't fucking take it anymore with this fucking team.
Question: will you rescind after Mendoza and Stearns get fired?
Fuck you, Mets. I got to sit and jerk myself off here every fucking night for this fucking bullshit. The fuck out of here. 15 RBIs you give to a fucking hitter that's hitting 200. 15 RBIs.
And all because you're run by a damn narcissist.
You know how many RBIs 15 RBIs are? That's 4 grand slams.
3 3/4, but who's counting?
Oh, I gotta see this motherfucker Melendez with his gold tips. The fuck out of here. So fucking disgusting.
I mean, the fewer people show up
Fire
in
this
that ballpark,
motherfucker!
Bozo is losing. Wouldn't even let me finish.
How the fuck is this guy still managing?
Give me the death note, and I'll write his name in it.
6 errors. I'll tell you something, game. Cohen should be on the phone tonight. Say, David,
You're fired.
clean your office out. And go fire Mendoza. I don't even want to talk to him. You give up 15 RBIs to a guy that's hitting 200. You let them steal 6, 7 bases on you when they're up by 3 and 4 runs because they're just embarrassing you. But that's okay because Alvarez has his fucking pride shit on. That's all they give a fuck about. Fucking ridiculous. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The worst piece of fucking shit.
We would have been just better off watching the draft tonight, round 2 of the draft tonight.
How do you how do you let a team keep on running and how do you not throw it their fucking back?
You would think that in a year, after collapsing with a gambling addiction last year, with Mendoza under a gun, he'd do better. But no, he F's it up constantly.
I just don't know. I don't know how Zeal's not saying honestly. How does he still have a job? Why won't one person fucking man up?
Are we the only two that will say anything about this?
Fuck their woke bullshit. He looks like a more Puerto Rican Vientos, this guy, Melendez.
At this point, we might as well just
He
head
could be
down.
more fucking Puerto Rican than Edmonton.
At this point, we might as well be rooting for Texas at this point.
Cyclone, I know. That's all they give a fuck about. Transgenders dancing all over the fucking stage in fucking bikinis. Fucking disgusting. Did he take a swipe at them? What did he say, Brooklyn? Soon as Lindor came back, they made 11 fucking errors tonight. Hey, Lee. Fuck him, this fucking cocksucker. Piece of shit. All they give a fuck about is Alonso and his Alvarez and his fucking pride colors. Enough already.
Enough with the pride crap. I mean, the Attorney General of Missouri was willing to put MLB under the gun, telling them, no, we are not going to force this on the Royals or the Cardinals. The MLB backed off when it came to those 4 players for the San Francisco Giants.
I don't know how someone wasn't hitting the fucking back tonight if you keep on stealing when you're up by 4 or 5 runs. Unfucking believable.
The Texas Rangers. Faith and family night over pride night.
Game for war, thank you. You had to see me 30 years ago. You think I'm bad now? This isn't an act.
Neither's my stuff. If you want, Vinny, you can show up tomorrow night on my OTD show and we can talk about is enough with this pride crap.
You know what? Like I said, everything has its place.
But there are things that push people.
I'm not saying pride is ridiculous. It's not. But everything has its place. Mets are dropping as fast as fucking gas.
And ground ball, that's it. Or liner. You give up 50 effing runs over a 5-game span. If this isn't enough to get your manager's neck in the noose, to tighten the noose to a point where you suffocate your manager to death, I don't know what does.
Oh my God!
This team
I
is
can't
on par.
wait to hear this is unbelievable. You're right, Joe. They have no fight in them.
This team is on par with the 03 team. But to be fair, for as incompetent as Art Howe was, he was mostly dealing with an aging core that was riddled with injuries. Yes or no? Vinny?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
This team is about to be on par with the 03 team. But to be fair, that team was riddled with injuries for as incompetent and as old and decrepit Art Howe was. Yes or no?
Yeah. But no, I think this team's worse.
I said on par with the 03 team in terms
of... yeah, I think so on par. Yeah, but this team, this is the worst game of the season.
I'd say the game against Philly on Saturday was even worse.
6 errors.
At this point, I want a 100-loss season if it means getting Stearns out of here, because I'm not convinced Cohn's going to fire him.
This is ridiculous.
I better call up Donovan and see if we can place a curse on all Met opponents. And before you ask, that's actually Danhausen's real name. It's Donovan. Remember when Craig Counsell turned down the Mets job? He was the former manager of the Brewers, and he definitely knew Stearns was trash. Oh, sure, I remember that. I remember. I even remember that, Cyclone.
This should be fun, though. I want to hear what they have to say here.
I'm just saying. I even remember that.
I remember.
Yeah, I watch a bit of South Park periodically. Remember Berries?
Who?
The Member Berries.
No.
It was during the 2016 election cycle season. Basically, there were these little super fruits that drugged people into remembering nostalgia, and they basically talked about Star Wars crap. And their wine actually turned Gerald into a troll under the alias of SkankHunt42, and he claiming himself a satirist because saying something that's not funny was funny in his mind, when in truth, it caused a Danish athlete to commit suicide, and most of the guys and girls to break up with their boyfriends in South Park. It wasn't until about halfway to 3/4 of the way through that Kyle Cartman and a girl that Kyle Cartman had been dating at the time, Heidi Turner, they broke up a season later because the relationship got too toxic because Cartman was always a manipulative, possessive bastard that he is. Anyway, figured out through a algorithm called emoji analytics, created by Heidi, where she could analyze what emojis people were using on X at the time to determine who the troll was. And eventually Kyle realized it was his own father who was the troll.
Really?
Yeah, and the Trump stand-in at the time was Garrison. Then because he's the most outlandish character. Beats Hillary Clinton, even though he tries his damnedest to throw the election because he's at this point realizing he's way in over his head. But shock of all shocks, Garrison wins. So Clinton tries to get Gerald and all the other trolls to stop a Danish program called Troll Trace, which would divulge your entire search history onto the internet. But when they find out the head of the company that runs Troll Trace isn't Danish, he's actually an American who did this for the sake of the laughs, and to get a laugh for himself by having everyone tear each other apart socially. Yes, Mexico, they are effing cursed.
Hey, Mexico, I pulled the fucking muscle. I'm going to be in the IL screaming so much, I'm day to day with a fucking stomach pull here. Can you imagine? I pulled the fucking muscle screaming. You did that? It was a fucking heart attack.
Anyway, in order to save his dad, basically, Kyle has to have all the guys in South Park use the Trevor's axiom equation to blow up the Troll Trace servers. You never heard of Trevor's axiom, have you?
No.
It's an online trolling equation. Person A trolls person B. But it's not about person B. It's about getting a reaction from a bunch of people who, in their self-righteousness, become basically person C, who re-troll person A. But this triggers persons D through F, who are not trolls, to troll person C, and then the cycle continues.
Okay. Bring the OMG back.
I
really pulled the fucking stomach muscle.
Yeah, game for Ward. Not happening in this economy. Not happening in this.
Well, the next game, Simeon will be rested. He won't play.
Or Mendoza will double down, gas his ass out.
I just got to hear what Mendoza has to say. Like, enough is enough already.
At this point, throw him in the Central Park Zoo and have him commit bestiality with the grizzly bear.
Look at that, so bad. This is just such a joke. Let me see what Tugsy wants to say.
And right now, you're seeing an avalanche. It's not just a snowball going down the hill. You're seeing an avalanche right now, and there's got to be some way to clear this out.
I would ask you this.
Yeah, fire everybody!
At the end of the broadcast. I mean, tomorrow is game 81 of the season. That is the midway point of the season. This isn't, we've got to get going this early in the season. This is the midway point of the season. Is there a point here that we have reached where you kind of look at yourself?
It's over.
To say, well, maybe this is who this team is.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think this is who this team is because I don't think anybody
Could be this
look in
bad.
the mirror and say,
Is that Wardy?
Stairs and hits 4 home runs, loses again by 5 runs, 5 unearned runs. He has lost 5 in a row again. This is a team that shouldn't. You can't even look in the mirror and say, "This is who we are." This is not who they are. This is how they're playing right now. And there's got to be, I think, there's got to be an assessment. There's got to be a chance to look in the mirror and say, why are we looking like this team right now? I don't know that they have answers, Gary, because right now we don't have answers. And I think, to your point, we're at 81 games in the season. This is not now trying to say, hey, we get on a little bit of a streak. We're going to get ourselves back. We're only 7 down from this thing. We're 7 down from that. All of that stuff is irrelevant right now. None of that matters. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to put a team on the field that's not going to embarrass the New York Mets, and that's what's going on right now. It doesn't really matter. And one other thing to go with this, and I know I'm going on a lot of different tangents, but part of what you originally talked about, building this team for success on run prevention. Well, you've got guys playing out.
Wardy's a shill? You think so?
Injured. They're now getting
I think he's passionate.
Places without a lot of experience, and that is
he's young. He hasn't been through it all yet.
Kind of
he hasn't been as jaded as Vinny and I are. And we've been part of this fan base for 30 years in my case, and over 40 years in Vinny's.
Be out there and make multiple errors.
Or is it 50 in yours, Vinny?
50.
Okay, 50 years in Vinny's case, and 30
Wardy will
years.
get there. Wardy will get there. He's passionate.
And 30 years in my case.
Feels like nobody wants to hit to them right now because they don't want to be the guy that makes the mistake. They want to be the guy that makes the great play.
Well, that was certainly the case tonight because there were errors galore all over the baseball field. And as you said right there, we're trying to figure out what's gone wrong, why this is happening. And yes, the defense was not very good tonight, but I think one of the other big reasons this has happened is the pitching and the starting pitching.
Yeah.
And the numbers have not been good. Over the course of the last 15 games, the ERA starting pitching is up about 8.5. The Cubs have just destroyed the Mets in this series. And the Mets have now given up 50 runs over the course of this 5-game losing streak. So let's go back out to the ballpark right now to hear from the manager of the Mets, Carlos Mendoza.
Let's see what this little pussy has to say tonight.
Listen to this.
Carlos, how do you explain a night like tonight? It's embarrassing.
Yeah, embarrassing.
Overall, the whole day, 2 losses, but just the way we play overall. Our last game, unacceptable. Obviously, everybody's pissed. Everybody's frustrated. Simple as that.
Everyone's frustrated with you, jackass.
It's hard to explain. Obviously, some routine plays. It's hard to describe at this point. It's just a tough night overall for all of us.
With Marcus in particular, obviously this was across the board with the team, but he's now got 6 errors in his last 33. Are you seeing anything with him specifically that is leading to uncharacteristic sloppy plays?
He's tired.
I think, he gets the balls and then they throw it when he has to rush the throws. He's a pretty good defender. Honestly, a tough day for him.
Pretty good defender.
Yeah,
he doesn't know what to say.
He's trying, obviously, but he just tough night for him.
He can't throw his players under the bus. He's doing the right
The
thing.
entire infield, I'll make 1 error and a couple guys make 2. Is there tightness that the guys playing with? Or just
like I said, it's hard to explain because they're very good defender. You look at the nice start with Lindor on a routine play. First came back. Marcus ball has been pretty steady for us at third base. I think it's hard to describe.
We're terrible.
Carlos, you say you have to turn the page.
Once again,
Right, you said that you have to turn the page a lot.
Turn the page.
But after something like this, how do you just move on?
You can't turn the page from this.
right? We have no choice. It's our job to show up tomorrow and go back at it. For me to see that we have to be better. Of course. I open it up by saying that's unacceptable there. But there's no other option for us. We show up tomorrow and get back at it.
Peter?
What did you see from Lindor in his first game back? How did he look to you?
It's just the first game. It's hard to make too much out of it. First game back. Yeah.
It looked like Dansby kind of just was seeing the ball against every pitcher. Dansby Swanson. What can you say about how they were trying to attack him and what he was doing?
We didn't execute against him. Last couple of days, a lot of pitches right down the middle, and big league hitters. They're gonna make you pay for it. So big situations, and we just didn't execute.
Andrew? Just what did you think of Sean tonight?
He deserved better. We didn't help him. Behind him. I think there's a couple of plays that we didn't make and probably cost him somewhere around 20, 30 pitches. There's a different story if we make those plays. So yeah, you're looking at his outing and his 3 innings, it's almost 90 pitches. But like I said, he deserved better.
Thank you, Carlos.
White Sox Mets manager Carlos Mendoza using the same word that we used at the gate here. He called it embarrassing, the way we played overall tonight. Unacceptable, hard to describe. So we're not the only ones feeling this. He's feeling, and I'm sure he's feeling it more than anybody right now, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, look, there is nothing really to say. I mean, there's a lot of things that we could point out that went wrong. There's a lot of things that we can point out that have been going wrong. There's not a lot of great explanations for it, Gary. That's the reality, and that's what's so confusing and frustrating and perplexing about not only tonight, but this team in general. A step forward, 2 steps back.
Where's the step forward? He said step forward and 2 steps back. I haven't seen a step forward since fucking March.
What do you mean since May?
His performance tonight, he's got to get himself back into 2. But Marcus Semien is a guy that's been getting to the ball, and then, as Mendy said, when he's trying to rush his throws,
he hasn't looked good, Semien.
I don't know if he's trying to get, too much, too quick and getting out of his rhythm. But even on some of the pop-ups, he seems to have trouble tracking them. Just, it's very
Oh, shut up, old.
Got old. He's old. You got him playing every fucking day. He's 35.
Shut up, old gamer sand.
Stearns is a genius. Fuck you, David Stearns. I can say it on my channel. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. Seth, thank you for coming in. I'll be on tomorrow night.
I was going to ask you.
What's that?
What time do you get home from work?
I don't teach this week. I'm off.
Do you want to join me for OT for my On the Diamond show?
For your what?
It's a baseball podcast I do, On the Diamond.
Oh, when are you doing it?
I got the episode set for tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I won't be on till like 9:15 for the postgame.
Topic is enough is enough with Pride Month crap.
Okay, absolutely. Email me the stream. The link.
I'll send it to you in the private chat.
Okay, brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
You're sending it now.
Oh, wait. If you send it in the private chat, how do I get there?
Just click private chat on your end. Right, let me paste it.
Oh, I hold on. Private chat. Okay.
Just copy that link to whatever. Just when I go on.
Copy link to
whatever you can.
Where do I copy it to?
Just
to my email, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
I gotta do some editing in the YouTube studio to set this in the right playlist.
Fuck do I do this here? Send. Oh, compose.
Content. Let's just not turn it into a watch along of the game. I'm wanting to avoid that this time.
Unbelievable. Deal? What?
Let's just not turn it into a hate watch of the game.
Okay. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good one. So, look, we lose again. We lose, and we lose. I pulled a muscle from screaming. This is my life. Oh, man. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I really do appreciate it. The Mets support group. We're going to have a lot of these in the next 3 months. I'm here for you. I didn't see that. Did he get testy? I'll look at it. I can rewind it. Have a good night, everybody.